Suriname have got it all to do after the opening day loss up against Jamaica, but today it's of course red hot Costa Rica. Who's going to come out top? We'll take a little look. Nick! Right, folks, back once again with another 5-minute preview. Looking forward to Suriname up against Costa Rica in the CONCACAF Gold Cup, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you do, where have you been, boys? Smash your subscribe button to get your bang up to date with all things Gold Cup related, Blackburn Rovers related, well, football related. We're going to know here under one Rooski. That's right, boys and girls. Of course, Costa Rica, so far so good. Suriname, of course, got a lot of work to do to get themselves back in the thick of things if they can get into the knockout stage. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Of course, a big shout out to the VIPs. They are the Patreons. Thank you for your support on the channel as we push towards 25,000 subscribers. Let's get into it then, shall we? We've got 5-minute preview. We've got a lot to talk about and so little time. Of course, they too will lock horns. It'll be Suriname. It'll be Costa Rica locking horns on the Explorer Stadium on the 16th of July, which is just tomorrow. 8:30 kickoff my time. Dean Gore between the dugout up against Luis Fernando Suarez for Costa Rica. Of course, Suriname, of course, qualified back in the CONCACAF Nations League, League B, Group D, first place spot. They qualified back in the 18th of November 2019. They've been at the tournament 3 times in the past. Last round was in 1985. The best ever was a 6th spot finish, of course, and the current ranks 136 according to the world rankings of FIFA. This is the resume right here, right now. Of course, so far not so good. Bottom of the pops right now, and of course, heading out. They could actually head out if they lose up against Costa Rica this coming, whatever day is it tomorrow, Friday. Of course, but if they get a win, of course, they'll be right back in the thick of things and potentially could get themselves through with a much more favourable tie in the last game up against Guadalupe. So take a remind ourselves then, shall we, of course, their squads. Here we go. Of course, it is got some familiar names in there. Of course, if you follow Dutch football, we've got Wanahan between the sticks with the likes of Dema Dankuri from Groningen at the back there, Sean Calabar as well, Ridrako Haps as well from Feyenoord, Ryan Donk as well from Galatasaray. Into midfield, we've got the likes of Dion Malone from NAC Breda, Diego Baswala from PA in Greece football, and of course up top, Florian Josephine alongside Lajo Hasselbank and Geraldo Becker, who was very busy in the last game up against Jamaica, but no goal. Of course, this is what I'm going with on this one. We've got Cloud Conor between the sticks, Rodrigo Haps, Albert Knibit, Ryan Donk, Andono Amaferi, Sensor Edouard, Michel Donald, Diego Baswa, Gilford Afita, Geraldo Becker, and Nigel Hasselbank. Of course, so this is the same lineup I went with last time. It was wrong, and it probably is going to be wrong again, but we will hope to revisit the lineup in the next match. But anyways, take a look at Costa Rica, currently managed by Luis Fernando Suarez, qualified as CONCACAF National League A Group D first place team, and they qualified on 17th of November 2019. They've been at the tournament 21 times in the past. Last round was 2019. They won it 3 times over the course of time, and they're currently ranked 50th in the world according to FIFA. Of course, so far so good for them. Top of the pops at the moment after their 3-1 win over Guadalupe. So that's up nicely in the top of Group C. Of course, Suriname right now before a bit of a tasty one at the end there up against Jamaica, which I hope to have a watch along for this game. We'll have to wait and see. What about the Costa Rican squad? Let's remind ourselves then, shall we, of who's in that badge. And then here we go. Of course, it's the squad. We've got Esteban Alvarado between the sticks, Luis Maria as well, competing for the #1 jersey. Giancarlo Gonzalez from LA Galaxy, Francesco Calvo from Chicago Fires in there. Luis Diaz alongside Celso Borges, David Guzman as well, and up top we've got the likes of Adel Rodriguez, Brian Ruiz still there. Of course, Joel Campbell, formerly of the Gunners over in the Premier League. Of course, he's been there and everywhere since. Of course, to remind you of my lineup, then we've got Estevario Alvarado between sticks, Brian Viedo, Oscar Duarte, Gonzalo Gonzalez. Oh, sorry, that's Giancarlo Gonzalez. Fuller at right back, Borges, Guzman, Tejeda, Ruiz, and Lassiter in midfield with Joel Campbell up top. Of course, these two sides played each other twice. Since 2008, 2 wins out of 2 for Costa Rica. The biggest win was a 7-0 win over Suriname, of course. In fact, Suriname just got 1 goal to compare to Costa Rica's 11 over those 2 games. They're coming to Suriname back-to-back defeats, 67% form. As for Costa Rica, just 1 win in 6. That's 25% form for them. Of course, last time around was a 4-1 win in the World Cup qualifying campaign back in 2008. Prior to that, of course, was that 7-0 drubbing way back when. I did put a vote out there. 548 of you have voted. 84% gone with Costa Rica, 30% gone with Suriname, and 4% have gone with the draw. What about me? I'll tell you about me in just a second. What about the bookies' odds on this one? We're going to get into it right about now. Of course, we've got the odds at 12-1 for Suriname, 6-1 on is your Costa Rica, and 5-1 is your draw. Of course, the odds for the ties of Costa Rica, third favourites 12-1, Suriname are long shots at 1,000-1. I have actually gone with a 3-1 win for Costa Rica to put themselves in the driving seat, and of course probably put themselves through to the next stages already. Of course, what do you think about that? Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this one. Will Costa Rica go the distance? Can Suriname bounce back? This is their pretty much last chance saloon for them. There's only as the top 2 will go through, bottom 2 will go home. There's no Mickey Mouse lastminute.com entrance on this one. So let me know your thoughts and opinions about that. And I'll see you soon for the next one, whenever that may be.